How's it? Today is Monday, April 29th, and I am back.なんでもいい this week. Basically, it's like whatever is good. I'm just trying to move around. I don't have any programming stuff today. I knew I wanted to do some type of snatch when I walked in. I wasn't sure what that meant. Could have been muscle snatches, could have been no contact snatches, could have been no snatches, hang snatches, block snatches. Doesn't matter. Everything would have been perfect because I just came back from Japan and I didn't exercise at all when I was there. And so I figured that like this week and maybe even next week, I'm going to just kind of play it by ear and see how I feel. And today I might have went a little bit too hard. We'll see. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. But I did want to throw up towards the end of my snatches today because I did 3 sets of 10. Well, 3 sets of 10 plus 1. So power snatch plus overhead squat. The last rep that I do is the overhead squat. I didn't plan to do this. Like I mentioned, I kind of was like, okay, loaded 60. I knew that my weight was going to be 60. That was just the easiest thing to load. And then I would just kind of figure it out from there. Originally, I was going to do 3 sets of 3. But the first set that I did at 60 was really, really easy. At least up to 3 reps. So I was like, okay, 3 reps, I'm going to keep going. All right, I'm going to go to 5. 5 was still very easy. And I was like, okay, realistically, what is the next weight or next rep range that I would probably go to? Is it 6? Is it 8? No, it's 10. So I went all the way to 10. And I would say probably my technique starts falling apart at like 8 or 9. So I have probably like 2 or 3 reps every set that are just really bad as far as power snatches go. Like I'm essentially like pulling or extending with my legs and then kind of just like pulling my arms under. Here's my first set. So you'll see here. First rep, solid, right? And so I'm like, okay, we'll do 3. Okay, this is 2. And then I'm like, at this point, I'm like, okay, 3 is going to be too easy. So in my head, I'm like, okay, just keep going. Just keep going, right? And then I do all eventually make it up to 10. I feel like I should have used chalk today. I didn't use chalk at all. I essentially did this set with the hook grip, and then I did half of the next set with straps and hook grip, and then half of the set after that with straps and hook grip. Because I feel like re-gripping every rep was would take too long. And then the reason why I did half of the set was because my straps were falling off. And then I debated on whether or not I should just do the like a hang snatch or whatever to make it so that I don't have to go all the way down to the ground. But I don't know. I stuck it through and I did all of them with the full range of motion. I mean, technically, I don't stand all of them up all the way. Like, if you look at this is my second rep or second set here. Like, I push here, like, I don't stand up all the way. Like, my knees are definitely still bent. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to drop this. You know, I'm doing 10 after all. So, it's not the most strict amount of reps or, like, sets, but I was dying. I was dying. But I think, like, for what I wanted to achieve today, I think this was a really good kind of get back into things. Like you see how like lumbering and slow it's becoming very, very quickly, right? That was my 7th rep. This is gonna be 8 here, and it just feels really good. I don't know. I'm very happy to be lifting again. Japan was awesome. I did a lot of stuff. I ate a lot. I gained probably 5 pounds or so. I don't know. I didn't weigh myself before, and I definitely didn't weigh myself after. I do know that my pants are a lot tighter than they used to be. So I'm going to work on dropping a little bit of weight so that I don't rip my pants at work. That is my number one concern right now. Yeah, it was amazing. You know, I was there with my whole family. There were a total of 8 of us that flew together, and then my sister's 3 friends were already in Japan when we got there. Here's my last set. But yeah, there were 11 of us, and then at some points there were a little bit more because family, friends, and stuff like that, they showed up and hung out with us. I basically drank alcohol from early in the day until very early in the morning. Until one day when I basically died, and I was like, okay, yeah, we need to relax a little bit. But it was a very eventful trip, and I'm very, very happy that I went on it, and I feel like my heart is a little bit fuller than it was when I left. It is a little bit sad coming back to California, because I was just surrounded by easily my favorite people in the whole world for 2 weeks, and then now I'm here by myself again. And it's not supposed to be a sad part of the video or sad anything. This is how I feel. It's okay. It's okay. I'll be fine. But after my power snatches, I probably sat around for about 20-25 minutes because I was not okay. I was dying. I really, really, really wanted to throw up. I didn't eat anything this morning, so I don't know what I was going to throw up, but I did not feel very good. Afterwards, I moved into bench press. That was the real intention, was just to do some real easy snatch stuff and then do some bodybuilding stuff. So bench pressing here, I did 3 sets of 10 at 135. That was all I did. That was all I could really muster, because as I was doing these sets, I felt like every time I laid down and every time I sat back up, I was like, whoa, I am dizzy. I'm not dizzy, more like lightheaded. I guess dizzy and lightheaded are adjacent, but I don't feel stable. So that's something that I was dealing with for today. After these sets on the flat bench, I did some dumbbell incline press. Those feel really good. My shoulder is feeling good, so I am optimistic about how my training is gonna look moving forward. I'm optimistic on how it's going to feel like proceeding. I think that I was talking to my brother a lot over the trip, but it was just like I feel like my back is a lot better, at least when I was in Japan walking around and stuff like that. We walked probably like 5-6 miles every day, which was fine for me. Not fine for everybody else in the group, but fine for me. And I think that be cautiously optimistic. I feel like I'm a lot better off now than I was a few months ago, and I feel like I'm ready to lift heavy weights, but it's just gonna take a little bit of time to ramp up to that, and I'm really excited for that. I left on a very good note, very strong note. I left with best snatch ever, 107, and I had a few good attempts at it too. So I feel like I have a lot more in the tank. Clean and jerk, cleaned 140 twice, which crazy. Prior to that, I've only cleaned it twice, so had 4 total reps in my whole life. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. It's good to be back. Shoots.